My cherished child, in this moment, I reach out to you with a message of caution and wisdom. You have walked through trials, some shadowed by betrayal, and it has tested your spirit. These experiences, though painful, have been part of your journey. Now you stand at a crossroads, surrounded by unseen challenges. It is not for you to confront these alone. Instead, seek my guidance. Look towards the light of my wisdom. In the quietude of your heart, in earnest prayer, you will find the strength and insight needed to navigate this path. Remember, my child, not all that seems clear is true, and not all that is hidden is lost. Trust in my presence and let my foresight be your guide through these veiled trials. Come to me and I will illuminate the wisest course. I will be your fortress, your protector. Have I not said that I am shield to all who take refuge in me? You need not fear this threat, for no weapon formed against you can ever prosper. Keep your spirit soft. Respond not in anger, but in the compassion I have graced you with, for love melts even the iciest heart. I know you have suffered betrayals and thoughtlessly inflicted wounds, but healing awaits all who walk the path of forgiveness. I have planted seeds of remorse even in hearts that have hurt you, and reconciliation will blossom in due time if tended with patience and grace. My precious child, I am with you in the light and in the shadows. When you walk through valleys of uncertainty, fear no evil, for I am ever by your side. My rod and staff comfort you. I will anoint your head with the oil of gladness, even in the midst of trials. Your cup overflows with my blessings. You need only have faith in my providence and my timing. I see your struggles and I celebrate your triumphs. There is nothing hidden from my sight. I am intimately acquainted with all your ways. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and give you hope. Keep following the path I illuminate before you. Though storms may gather, I remain your calm harbor in their midst. I will never forsake you, never abandon you to fend for yourself. Have I not promised that I will be with you always, even to the end of the age? Trust in this vow, for it cannot be broken. Right now, unbeknownst to you, figures from your past are being moved by my spirit. Their hearts are softening, opening to the possibility of reconciliation. The wounds that separate you will not always remain. Once lost relationships can be restored, but it starts with your willingness to forgive. This is my command to you. Forgive as I have forgiven you. Release resentment, and it will no longer have power over you. Instead of retaliating, think of how you can bless those who have harmed you. Overcome evil with good. This is the key to unlocking lasting peace and healing. Will you walk this path with me, my child? Will you allow my perfect love to cast out all fear from your heart? If you follow my light, no darkness will overtake you. My wisdom will illuminate your way forward. Even now, miracles are unfolding around you. My gifts are abundant if you have eyes to see them. But it starts with believing that your best days are still ahead. It starts with declaring each morning that the Lord's favor surrounds you like a shield. Speak life, hope and blessing over your future and watch oppression flee. I long to pour out my spirit over you in ever greater measure. But you must open your heart fully to receive all I have in store. Let go of past hurts. Forgive those who wounded you, and witness beauty emerge from the ashes of brokenness. The enemy desires only to steal, kill, and destroy what I am building in your life, but his efforts will ultimately fail if you cling to me. I will silence every accusatory voice, still every storm. I will make darkness bow to the supremacy of my light. You are not alone in these trials, my child, and through them, Your faith will grow ever stronger, purer, more refined. Stay near to me, and not even an army can shake you. No scheme of the devil will prevail when your trust rests securely in my hands. Even now I am working behind the scenes on your behalf. Miracles are unfolding you cannot yet perceive. My angels guard you in ways you will never know. You are surrounded always by my loving presence. Let this truth soak into every fiber of your being. The enemy wants you to focus only on your struggles, but there is so much blessing in store if you will lift up your eyes. Anticipate the good things I have prepared for you, not just in the life to come, but even in the here and now. The present is pregnant with potential if you walk in hopeful expectancy. You possess inner strength beyond your realizing because my Holy Spirit lives within you. No challenge, no adversary can ever separate you from my redeeming love. Remain rooted in this unshakable truth, that I will never leave you nor forsake you. I am your rock in times of tempest. I am the light that no darkness can overcome. Go forward, my beloved, on the path I illuminate before you. Follow my voice, and you will complete the journey I have prepared uniquely for you. Do not fear impending threats or trials on the horizon. The Lord your God remains sovereign over every circumstance. I am in control even when it seems chaos reigns. Trust in the sure fulfillment of my promises. Live in the freedom of my forgiveness. Hope in what is unseen but eternal, and walk in the power of my word and spirit. This is the way of wisdom, the path that leads to life. Abide in me and you will bear much fruit. Stay connected to the vine and you will thrive. I am pouring out my blessing over you now in these critical moments. Lift your head, child of mine. The King of Kings fights your battles. No enemy scheme will derail my purposes in you. My strength will be made perfect even in your weakness. Hope in me and you will never be put to shame. The darkness has not conquered the light. Evil has not overwhelmed goodness. My kingdom has no end, and my love has no rival. Stand on these eternal truths, and you will endure the temporary struggles. Keep your eyes fixed on things above, not on earthly chaos. You are the apple of my eye, graven on the palms of my hands. I will not forget you or the promises I've made. Place your trust fully in my providence. Rest in my grace and mercy, which endure forever. The enemy will sow weeds, but I will harvest wheat. I see the hidden potential in you, the beauty waiting to emerge. You are the work of my hands, shaped for a divine purpose. If you feel inadequate to the calling, remember it is my strength in your weakness, my spirit equipping you. Come to me now with praise on your lips, thanking me in advance for victories unseen. Magnify my name for miracles yet to materialize. This is the language of faith, the way of the kingdom. Rejoice in me and you open the door for my power to work. I know your trials seem overwhelming, but I measure them carefully against your ability to endure. I will provide a way out, even if at first you cannot perceive it. My timing is flawless, my strategies perfect. What seems delayed is not denied. Victory is assured if you trust in me completely, refusing to give fear and anxiety the last word. Fix your thoughts on all that is good, honorable, and praiseworthy. The God of peace will guard your mind and your heart. You will encounter bumps along this journey, but I will smooth out the path just enough to sustain your footing. I will be your refuge from life's storms. I will welcome you home to myself one day with open arms, celebrating your decision to walk closely with me through both valleys and mountaintops. On that day, all tears will be wiped away forever. The former things will pass away. Pain and sorrow will be no more. Darkness will bow to the eternal light of my presence. And you will know you fought the good fight, completing the race marked out for you. My well done will be all the reward you need. So lift up your head, beloved. Rejoice in the life I've given you. The present and the future overflow with my glory if you have eyes to behold it. You were formed to declare my praise in the land of the living. So go now from this place, strengthened, equipped, filled with invincible hope. The Lord of hosts is with you. No power of hell can stand against the advancing kingdom or abort the plans I have for you. My child, do not lose heart when the path ahead seems unclear. I am with you, guiding your every step. The way may wind through shadows, but my light will illuminate your way. This life is filled with distractions that vie for your attention and affections. The trivial clamors loudly while the eternal whispers. You must learn to tune your ears to my gentle voice. Shut out the noise and welcome the silence that ushers in my presence. Come to me when you are weary and unsure. Unload your burdens and uncertainties into my capable hands. I understand the pressure you feel to perform, to measure up. But my view of you is not based on achievement or appearances. I see straight into your heart. My delight in you is unwavering, my acceptance complete. You need not strive to win my approval. It cannot be earned, only received as an undeserved gift. I cherish you simply because you are mine, my beloved child. Rest in this truth that nothing can separate you from my love. In your weakness, you will find my strength. When you stumble, my hand will catch you. I will not condemn you for getting lost or making mistakes. My patience is unending, my mercy overflowing. Turn to me and be refreshed. Do not dwell on past failings. The accuser loves to keep your focus there, blinding you to the hope ahead. But I have cast your sins as far as the east is from the west. They are remembered no more. This day is bursting with new mercies and possibilities if you will lift up your eyes to receive them. Come to me with open hands, ready to be filled with good things. Anticipate that I have blessings in store you cannot yet imagine. Expect my kingdom to break through in powerful ways. This expectant faith positions you to experience miracles. Things are shifting in the spiritual realm. Victories unfolding you cannot yet see. My angels are at work on your behalf. The prayers of loved ones surround you, lifting you up. And my spirit is moving in ways beyond your understanding. Stay anchored to me as storms swirl around you. I am your shelter in the tempest, your rock that cannot be shaken. I will remain steadfast even when all else is sinking sand. Fix your eyes on me alone, and you will weather the storms. The path of wisdom leads through, not around trials. Face each challenge head on, trusting I will equip and strengthen you. With me at your side, no adversity can destroy you. I will turn every stumbling block into a stepping stone to maturity. My light shines brightest in the darkness. When you cannot trace my hand, still trust my heart. Feelings will fail you, but my promises endure forever. They will never return void, but accomplish every purpose for which I spoke them. Stand on this sure foundation. Much around you remains shrouded in mystery, but all will be revealed when you meet me face to face. Until then, walk by faith and not by sight. Lean into me when the way seems unclear. Let my peace rule your heart even amid uncertainty. I am more ready to give than you are to receive. Come to me with your hands open and lifted up. putting no limits on what I can do. Expect me to pour out blessings from storehouses without measure. Dream big, beloved. Your wildest imaginings cannot begin to grasp what I have prepared for those who love me. The enemy wages psychological warfare, seeking to instill fear and hopelessness. But his efforts cannot withstand the truth of who I am and who you are in me. Wield my word as a sword, speaking scripture aloud to dispel lies. My truth will silence every deceitful voice. I see your hidden wounds and private agonies. I know the desires of your heart, unspoken and deep. Not one tear falls without my notice. The hairs of your head are numbered. You are treasured and intimately known. Pour out your heart to me without reserve or pretense. Do not fear impending chaos or unraveling of the familiar. Even tumultuous change is a portal into deeper trust if you cling to me. I am sovereign over every shifting season. My plans cannot be thwarted. Let go of what you think you need and embrace what I deem best. My vision for your life surpasses anything you could ask or imagine. Do not limit me by shrinking the dreams I plant deep in your soul. Take courage and walk the path of bold faith. Trust I will meet you there with provision at every turn. My power knows no bounds. Miracles spring forth when you partner with me in prayer. Believe I can do the impossible, then watch in awe as I display my glory. Nothing is too wonderful or difficult for me. All things are possible to those who have faith. You were created in my image, crafted for glorious purposes. Do not believe the enemy's lies about your inadequacy. My strength is made perfect in weakness. It is not your sufficiency, but my Spirit living through you. Abide in me, and you will bear fruit that remains. I have planted within you everything needed to complete the journey. You possess wisdom beyond your current grasp. There are gifts yet undiscovered, revelation reserved for the appointed time. You will finish your race strong, never alone, eternally loved. I am rallying allies seen and unseen to uplift you for the battles ahead. Take courage when opposition mounts. I will silence every voice raised against you. No weapon formed will prosper. Stand unshaken as I fight for you. Trust in the sure fulfillment of my promises. They will never fail or disappoint. Even when hope seems lost, still choose to praise me, declaring my goodness even through tears. This is a sacrifice of worship I receive joyfully. Soon your weeping will turn to dancing. The present unfolding of circumstances is not the end of the story. Much glorious redemption awaits in the next chapter. But the journey between here and there will strengthen your faith. You will gain endurance and Christ-like patience. So do not despise this period of training. I never promised the path would be easy, but I will equip you for every hardship. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. Walk through the fire and you will not be burned. My presence ensures you will emerge refined, purified, prepared for deeper blessing. The trials ahead require perseverance and trust, but lasting victory is assured if you rely wholly on me. I will silence every accuser, still every storm. My strength will be made perfect even in your weakness. Cling to me, beloved, and you will weather every storm. My beloved child, I am your loving and protective Father. I, the Almighty God, desire only your good and wish to steer you away from the sinister forces that seek to destroy you. Now heed this urgent message, for it carries grave importance regarding your well-being in the coming days. I detect unseen snares lying in wait along your route. Let me put your mind at ease, dear one. There are realities existing far beyond what you can see in this earthly plane. There are forces for good and evil clashing in the unseen realms, battling for dominion over your soul. You have a band of guardian angels assigned to watch over you always. They encamp around you and guide your steps away from the snares of darkness. They see what is veiled to you and whisper wisdom to avoid peril. When you narrowly escape disaster by apparent chance, it is their hand at work. When an inner voice leads you to suddenly change course from calamity, it is their gentle promptings steering you from harm. These heavenly guardians preserve you from danger in ways you cannot fathom. My child, if you knew my power as I do, you would have no trouble believing in this present threat. Have I not called worlds into being with a word? Did I not form you in your mother's womb, intricately spinning your DNA? Is anything too difficult for the Lord your God? The armies of heaven stand behind my words. As the supreme authority over all creation, I have infinite knowledge of both natural and supernatural forces. I see the workings of angels and demons alike. I detect every strategy and tactic of the enemy. No plan or assignment escapes the gaze of my eyes. I will liberate you from disaster. No weapon formed against you shall ultimately prosper. No scheme contrived for your destruction shall prevail. I shall command my angelic legions to secure your deliverance from harm. They will forge a way of escape, that you may pass from danger unscathed. Rest assured, no siren call of the enemy can override the power in my voice. No weak temptation can undermine my decrees concerning you. Therefore fix my counsel firmly in your spirit. Let my words be a lamp to guide your steps around this impending pitfall. For your devotion to my wisdom shall lift you beyond the enemy's reach. Your obedience to my directives will sever you from his destructive tether. Understand that I am sounding this alarm for your protection, not your punishment. My heart burns with love for you, my precious child. I wish only to establish your steps and steer you away from evil. For your future is filled with promise and purpose. If you walk the course I set before you, rejecting the adversary's diversions, you shall enter fully into the destiny I have prepared since time's beginning. No delay or detour can derail my magnificent plans for your life. So set your sights on me alone, your faithful shepherd. Tune your ears to my voice and align your heart with my desires. For only I know the course that leads to abundant life. If you follow in my footsteps, you shall complete the journey I charted for you before this world began. Fix this truth firmly in your spirit. I will never misguide or misdirect you. My plans for you outshine the noonday sun. Even darkness is as light to me. So tap into my wisdom and reject every fear. For I am marching before you, advancing against the power of hell itself. I am clearing the route ahead and removing every obstacle in your path. All you must do is cling to me in childlike trust as I guide you along. Shut your ears to the enemy's lies, suggesting otherwise. For by your devotion to my word, you demonstrate who has captured your heart as Father. And as you follow in joyful surrender, I will lift you up and strengthen you for the journey ahead. My angels shall bear you up over every snare, so that you walk in the center of my will. For I am your rock, your fortress, your deliverer, and my promises stand forever true. So go forth, my beloved, renewed with hope and vision. Rest in my presence as you commit your way to me. Allow my peace to reign in your spirit, for I shall bring you forth rejoicing. Victory awaits you, my child. Raise your head high and proceed forward in faith. My beloved, your journey has been marked by trials and betrayals that have tested your spirit. But know that through these valleys, your roots have grown deeper in me. Hardship prepared you for higher heights. Loss cultivated within you eternal riches untouchable by moth or rust. What motivated others to hurt you originated from their inner brokenness, not your inadequacy. My light shines brightest in those willing to let their darkness be exposed. My perfect love is the remedy for every festering hurt. It diffuses suspicion and disarms fear. Choosing daily to forgive and release past wrongs is the narrow path to freedom. For unforgiveness imprisons the one harboring it most. Do not ruminate on wounds inflicted or replay the tape of injustice. I know the full truth of each story. Judgment and final justice belong to me alone. You are called instead to humbly walk the road of forgiveness. For you have been forgiven much and are compelled to extend that same mercy to others. This is the key to unlocking your own cage and entering into freedom. As you release others, you will be released also from your own heavy burdens. Your journey is unfolding exactly as I ordained, though the road feels lonely at times. But know you have never walked a single step without me at your side. Even when you felt abandoned and crushed by injustice, I was quietly orchestrating redemption. I formed you for fellowship, fashioned you for family. Do not accept counterfeit attempts to satisfy what I alone can provide. I will bring connections that feed and nourish your soul. In my family, you are wanted and welcomed with open arms. I'm your father, not some distant, detached deity. I adopt you as my beloved, grafting you into my intimate circle. Believe this truth even when your heart grieves from earthly relationships severed or strained. I see your hidden tears and private agonies. I know the secret desires of your heart running deeper than rivers. Your soul stitches may feel torn open and exposed right now, but I'm committed to restoring and redeeming each wound. Only I fully know you and fully love you still. Pour out your heart to me without reserve. Truth-telling requires a safe listener who can handle the heaviness. Though others may not understand the depth of your pain, I welcome your raw transparency. My strength is glorified in your weakness, fully exposed and surrendered to me. Trust me enough to voice your doubts, fears, and anger without censor. Working through pain with me fosters deeper intimacy than simply repressing unpleasant feelings. My light will dispel darkness. My grace heal wounds. The churning turmoil you feel internally is merely the rearranging process ushering in greater peace and order. Chaos precedes all new creation. As your faith and endurance deepen, you are being reshaped into the masterpiece I intend. The waiting will be worthwhile when my finished work is revealed. That nagging sense of discontentment is the holy unrest of my spirit spurring you into your calling. There is a vital contribution I created you to make in this world, a kingdom commission I have specially assigned you. This deep longing for meaning cannot be satisfied fully until you align with my purposes. I know the journey has grown exhaustingly long. The way ahead seems swallowed in shadow. But even when the path winds into valleys, I still light up each step if you trust in my guidance. I will not misdirect or mislead those who yield their hearts fully to me. Soon your tears will water the very blessings meant to bloom from this season of drought and lack. The deserts on the way to destiny are not deviations, but divinely appointed spaces to encounter my supernatural provision and power. What seems barren ground now will blossom into beautiful fruitfulness. I know your weariness runs bone deep as you wait for long-delayed hopes to materialize. But redemption draws closer than you realize. Do not gauge my progress based solely on what your eyes presently behold. Much is unfolding just below the surface, beyond your awareness but fully seen by me. Trust in my flawless timing and strategy. I am coordinating solutions you cannot orchestrate or accelerate on your own. But in due time, you will witness all the pieces coming together miraculously. Until then, live in expectant hope for the good I have prepared. I am working diligently on your behalf to bring it to pass. I am who I declare myself to be. Faithful even when you cannot sense my presence. Powerful even when darkness seems to reign. Constant even when everything around you is shifting. I cannot waver or falter in my promises. While circumstances change, I remain steadfast, your anchor in the storm. So lift your head, beloved child. Shift your gaze to the light even as you walk through shadows. The night still conceals glimpses of eternity. My spirit inside you is greater than any darkness. You were designed to reflect and reveal my glory. So arise and go forth boldly. The best is yet to come. You are more than a conqueror. Now go in peace.